Hey guys, we're back with a new episode of Rhythm Chat Reasoning. Our guest today is Jessie Royal. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and, leave a little like on the video. I'm Nay and you're watching Rhythm Chat.
Your Rhythm Chat. Reasoning.
So we're back not only with a new episode of Rhythm Chat, but also with a brand new issue of the Riddim magazine, featuring pieces on Bunny Wailer, U-Roy and King Tubby, Sean Paul, Yaxter, Alberosi, King Isam, and many, many more. So go and get your copy today. Or you could just head over to www.riddim.de and order your subscription. Like this, you will have your new Riddim magazine simply delivered to your letterbox. Now, for those that are already proud owners of the new Riddim magazine issue, you may already know that Jessie Royal's sophomore album, Royal, is our album of the issue. Our reporter Hannah went to go and talk to Jessie Royal in person to discuss his new album. They also talk about the importance of support and loyalty within the music industry and how Jessie Royal manages to stay focused and positive in these trying times and even pass some of that good energy on to his social media followers.
Hey Jessie, thanks for your time today. I think you're pretty busy right now, so shortly before the release of your new album. So how are you this morning?
Doing lovely. My daughter kept me up last night, so we're definitely lacking a little bit of sleep, but with high on energy, high on good vibrations, high on the feeling of love, so we just keep pushing with the positive mentality that is required to truly progress, so everything all right.
That sounds good, and it's already good to hear, because my next question would be, how are you coping with the pandemic so far? But it sounds like things are going quite good.
Yeah, so what happened is I'm somebody who look on life very holistic. So I rather you ask me how I'm dealing with life more than dealing with the pandemic. This is just something that will come and go. So I can't really base my life around something that's temporary. What's permanent is the requirement as a human being to the greater good of the world. So things will happen, and them come and we adjust a little, but we don't really make them weigh down or become the focal point of life. Problems is problems. We don't really cry over spill water, we just clean it up and keep it moving. So the whole pandemic is what it is, and all you can do is adjust, readjust, and figure out how to maneuver in this time. But it's still life happening. The pandemic never stopped life. Life's still happening. It's a small part of life. So still focus on life. I understand that, but life is the bigger picture, you dig?
Yeah, indeed, especially now that your second album, as I already said, Royal, will be out soon. So how do you feel shortly before the release?
Feeling great. I'm feeling super great. We've received a whole lot of love on this project from peers also, the fans obviously. And for me, one of the most interesting things with this project is that we're gaining new fans, new people who probably knew of or, or have been in love with certain ideas of songs. But this is a way more personal project. This project is way more Jessie Royal than they've ever gotten before. So from the idea of Natty Pablo to Lion Order to, like you mentioned, Natty Dread is all songs that I'm realizing are touching people in the way where, we definitely strive for the music do, and whole heap of growth and still a whole heap of growth to happen, so we take everything in our stride, and we approach everything with a level of gratitude. Or me can tell you a few people boy I know about, and what is to be will be, because we're children of the Most High, so everything what we are do kind of already ordained for blessings. We are the chosen people, so I don't really worry about results more than delivering the work. You understand? But yeah, we definitely grateful for the amount of love that we've been getting so far, and them don't even hear my favorite song on the album yet. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So what is your favorite song?
What is my favorite song on the album?
What didn't you say that? Sorry.
Yeah, man. No, through a little car pull up sometime, you have to just watch them, you know. But my favorite song on the album, I believe, would be Home. If it's not Home, it's High Tide or Low. But I think Home is my favorite song simply because it's a conversation with my daughters. You know, it's a very honest conversation with my daughters that a lot of us artists and entrepreneurs and even just people who are working, trying to sustain life, there are times where there's other parts of your life that will suffer. And suffering is a very strong word, but you have to be able to take yourself out of yourself to understand the role that you play in other people's lives. You know? So to my daughter, them is not Jessie Royal. Probably when she get bigger, she say, yeah, Jessie Royal, I'm a daddy. But no, it's just daddy. Daddy is not here right now. Daddy's on tour. But they don't understand that daddy's on tour, is just daddy's not here right now. You know, probably all she wants is me to pour her a glass of water. You know what I'm saying? Probably that's all she need right now. Daddy, I need some water. But that is also a role that we must value. And these little people's feelings and thoughts are very valid, you know, and they should be valued. Right? So that song was basically trying to explain life to her, you know, like we say, your daddy is doing life without a trial. That's the cost of being inspired. I followed the smoke and got fired because my dreams wouldn't accept denial. So I'm pouring my thoughts into your heart. I wish I could get back the time we lost. I'd pay the price no matter the cost. Baby, you will never know the half. When me not there beside you, I'm out there risk my life for you. You understand? So it's, as me say, it's a very honest conversation that I don't think we'll ever get old, and just the feedback from some of my peers is thank you. You know what I mean? Thank you for saying this in the way that you did. Because it's enough on the plate, you know. But I mean, yeah, that come with being great, you know. Yeah.
So you already mentioned your daughters, and you also said that in the Riddim interview that that you're showing a very vulnerable Jessie Royal in that. So what is the reason for this? Is it the family?
I think there's a couple different factors. Family, growth, loss, heartbreak, heart repair, love, you know what I mean? Disappointment. All of these factors went into me understanding that, hey, your story is so unique and already so beautiful that all you need to do is package it and present it. Because there's people in the world who can identify with anything. Can you believe that when Otis Redding say him sitting at the dock of the bay, me can relate? You know? When Al Green say, you understand? Love and happiness, me can relate. I don't know who was giving him love and happiness. When Bob Marley says this love, I don't know which one of them him did I talk about. You understand? But the reality is, they shared their experience and allowed us to take a trip there with them. So for me, we did just deliberately go out for punch a little bit more than them heart, more than them ears. You dig? Yeah.
So I have to quote you now. You also said that Royal is more free, has a lot more soul and less control compared to your first album. So, and you also mentioned this already. But did that happen more organically, or was that a conscious move that you did this?
It happened organically. What happened is this time we got the opportunity to work with some other creative people. I deliberately tried to connect with different people and bring people who I respect and and love into the space to see how we can collaborate and how we can bring out the best out of the project as well as the best out of myself. Seeing so, is a lovely place to be a part of something bigger. So as me say like Sean Alaric, give thanks King. So as me say like Sean Alaric, Zine, this is the Great Bugs, if you don't know. The great. Seeing? Has taken care of everybody you probably love. Seeing? The real way. But Sean from class 1, give thanks family. Sean from class 1, so myself and him and Jason and Vision and Protege, Protege after when Protege did come doing verse, but we worked on the line order together. And I really loved the sound and just the vibe, you know what I mean? Like we can laugh for 4 hours and then use an hour and create some of the most murderous thing them in a reggae music. So I wanted to just honor that relationship and explore, you know what I mean? And this was definitely a more organic and conscious move. You know what I mean? We collaborated with a lot of individuals that we respect in the music field as well as thinkers and also just vibe creators. And out of that came the project, you know what I mean? Every idea on this album is a very honest representation of ourselves, you know what I mean? So organic, yes, you know what I mean? But I just really, you know what I mean? Organic is the only thing we're real, man. See me, if it's not real, it's not real.
Yeah, and you mentioned Protege already, and what I also noticed is that it's 11 tracks, and it's 6 combinations. So that's, well, how did that come about, that it's like 6 other people and not only Jesse Royal, because half of the songs, that's something.
Yeah, so my first project, you can tell it was mostly Jesse Royal. Yeah, so for this project, it was important for me to help to spread the vibes, reconnect certain communities, entertain the idea of unity in the youth them mind, and understand, so yo, we is one genre producing one message. You know, whether it's reggae or dancehall, we are all products of Jamaica. You know what I mean? That's why a song like Rich Forever is going to connect the way we connect, because Vybz Kartel and Jesse Royal may be different in age, but we are very similar in energy. You know what I mean? He's somebody who has inspired me and continue to inspire me, as well as a whole heap of other youth. And he is also the voice of some youth that no politician, no pastor, no parent can speak to or speak on behalf of. So it was important, say, him tell them, say, we're rich forever, family with treasure in a system that breeds depression. Who will ease this tension? Every man for themselves, cheese intention, meaning green, that evil invention.
Yeah, so that's interesting now with all the combinations and what you say about bridging the gap between dance.
It's important, man, because we're one. You know what I mean? We're one, and it's important for us to show the world that. You know what I mean? I have nothing but love for every single one of my brothers. The ones that are going right, the ones that going wrong, the ones that don't find them way, the ones that find them way. But them can't make me turn against my brother. I will never betray my brother.
Yeah, speaking about betraying your brother, you can't talk about reggae and dancehall without concerts and parties, and apparently a lot of your fellow brothers are in the US right now, because parties and concerts are keeping in Miami. Do you think a place like this is saving reggae right now, since it's still...
Yeah, man, the whole of the world right now, Honorable Milan, the whole of the world right now is save reggae, because as you know, sometimes there are barriers that are put up. Honorable, simply because of the truth we are dealing with. So get up and go and expose it. Push it as far as we can, push it as wide as we can. Ensure, say, the message is heard. Yeah? So I don't care it's where, but we're going to be delivering it there. You understand? There's nothing that can hold we down, or there's nothing that can stop us from doing this job that we have to do. So don't really look on the place, just look on us. What do you call it? Exporting.
So do you think the measures in Jamaica don't really harm the industry because it's happening?
No, they harm the industry, which is why I'm saying that we're not going to sit down in Jamaica and say that we don't have anything to do when the world is out there waiting on us. See? So hopefully them get it together soon enough. And, you know, it's a very sad thing, you know what I mean, that we have given this country so much and still there's so little respect for the industry and what the industry provides to the world and provides for Jamaica in terms of look and perspective. So hopefully in time them will learn what they need to learn, but till then, nobody feels that the fire gonna stop burn, you know? I gotta keep a foot on the gas.
Yeah, that's the best thing to do, I guess. So since you have to go to a video shoot, one last question.
Honorable Judge.
You already blessed us now with a lot of your wisdom, and you're also doing that on Instagram with all these little clips giving strength to the people. What motivates you to do this on your social media as well? And yeah.
Well, you have to realize till says more time, you know, people is going through them own thing too, and you have to be thoughtful and caring enough to care about people when it's not just a song you give them. You understand? So me kind of connect with the people them in a that way where I do care about how your day is going. I do care about how you feel, because that is going to help to determine how you can soak up my music or how you can soak up my brothers and sisters' music and our perspective of life. Since you have to enlighten the people for them be enlightened, you know what I mean? And you have to make the people see value in themselves to value their moves and value their actions. You know what I mean? Musicians are not on some high horse, you know what I mean? We're still people living. So we understand the reality of people's lives and the reality of their struggle, and it's important for us, as me I say, to relate with them from that angle too. See, if you get what I'm saying, because it's not always a song I go fix it. Sometimes it's a word, you know, sometimes it's a conversation. Like Haile Selassie say, him have to make sure that the university and all of the educational facilities are in tip-top manner, because without a ready, competent and agile society and nation, none of his plans can work. If him don't have the people who can fulfill all these plans, then none of them will work. You see? Right.
Okay, so thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me. Enough love to Riddim. You know what I mean? Riddim is family, and we definitely want to just continue to send Jah blessings your way. You know, these times where there's so many fading, there's so many sinking. You know what I mean? Riddim has been one of those platforms that over the years has helped to expose so many artists and so many vibrations out of Jamaica that many other people would have never gotten the opportunity to do. You know what I mean? So we understand the bigger picture, and we understand how important entities like yourself are in times. Entities like yourself. I'm gone?
No.
Yet? When
No. No.
yeah. Entities in times where there's so little outlets, you know?
So guys, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Riddim Chat Reasoning, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and, you know, give us a little like, and we will see you next time.